Planet Zoo has been rated E10 Plus by the MSRB for crude humor, mild blood, and mild violence. It has been approved for all persons ages 10 and over. This video is brought to you in part by The Night Sheriff by Phil Foglio. Bartholomew Xenon Land is protected by the Night Sheriff. Day and night, he's burdened by a witch's curse to be aware of all that live and play within the massive fantasy theme park. Now an attack on the park by a monster hunter who knows far too much threatens everything: the guests, the staff, and the supernaturals who take refuge in the park. The Night Sheriff must scramble to uncover not only the source of the threat, but the secrets of the park of which even he was not aware. If he doesn't, he may be doomed. The park may be doomed. And even the world may be doomed. And that's a lot of doom. Go to Amazon.com for your copy today.
Hey kids, this is Jack. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Planet Zoo and the Rainbow Valley Zoo Project. If this is your first time here, welcome aboard. If you've been here before, welcome back. Either way, thanks for watching my content. I do appreciate it. So we're still working on the zoo. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 more habitats to add. And I have to tell you, I'm beginning to see an effect on my computer with this big zoo. It's got almost 3,000 people in it, and who knows how many animals. And they're all moving, plus all the trees and all the buildings and all that number. It's beginning to take a toll on my frame rate here, but that's okay. That's okay, unless this completely locks up my computer, which it won't. I can keep going. So speaking of keeping going, we're going to go and do just that. We're adding koalas to the zoo, and we're going to put them in this general area here. And I'm going to get right into that. I will hand you over to the speed build part, and we'll talk to you on the other side. Now, the koalas, let me look those up real quick. You are probably familiar with koalas. I mean, everybody's seen them, especially during the Australian wildfires when they were, they were pulling burned koalas into the animal hospitals. It was tragic. They are vulnerable because of habitat encroachment. They are not particularly dangerous animals, but they're not always pleasant either. And to be brutally honest, these are not the smartest animals on the planet. They're not. But they are an Australian animal. They are only found in Australia, and they are marsupials. Now, let's see. Here's their terrain. They're listed in the game as either tropical or temperate. They only need 180 square meters. That, folks, is a postage stamp in this game. That's tiny. They need a grade 1 climb-proof fence that's only 3.3 feet. That's 1 meter. A 1 meter fence, grade 1, which means it can be any of the fences as long as it can't be climbed. So, it's pretty easy. A koala family, they are solitary animals. Their home ranges often overlap that will tolerate nearby koalas. Male and female koalas both have home ranges. The larger and more dominant of the males tend to have larger home ranges. The ranges of both sexes overlap, meaning they are likely to interact with one another. They detect females receptively by scenting their urine and marking trees with their chest scent glands and urine, before bellowing when there are receptive females around. So there you go. That's how boy koalas get together with girl koalas. The family size is 1 to 4, up to 1 male and 3 females. You don't want more than 1 male because they fight each other over the girls. They live up to 13 years. They become adults at 4. Looks pretty good. They do have almost nothing is already researched. That's interesting. So as soon as we put these in, we're going to have to start the research on them. And they can be put in the same habitat with the red kangaroos. Now, technically, I guess I could add them to the red kangaroo habitat, but that would lead to a very short, very boring episode. Now, I did get a notification that research has finished. Let's see what the research is. The research in this case is for The Indian rhinoceros, that's 2. Now, the thing about the rhinoceros was almost all the research was already finished when we put the rhinos in, just because of research on other animals. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this build. Wish me luck, and I will see you on the other side to talk about it real quick. And here's our finished habitat. It looks a little crowded, I'll be honest, but the animals can move around fully in this. They do have access to everything. They have places to climb, and they've got places to crawl if they want, which is what they're doing now. Their food dish is accessible. Their water dish is accessible. Everything's accessible. And hopefully they'll get more toys as I do more research. Right now, all they have is the mirror. And you know what else? You know what I can put down? I can put down these things. Let me show you. Right, let's turn off the blueprints. There we go. Natural climbing trunk. How about that? I'm eventually going to move some of these climbing spaces out and replace them with these things. You know, the natural branches and things like that. So, yeah, I'm sorry for suddenly going dead air. I wasn't really planning it. I also added a couple of snack bars and a gift shop, some bathrooms, some tables, these sunshades. And unlike the rest of the zoo, which I basically themed North African, I used the Australian pieces for the sunshades here. And, of course, this sign over here, the Do You Know sign, which basically there's no real information on that, just so you know. But it looks good, doesn't it? I mean, doesn't that look good? Anyway, let's see what the thing is. Research. Maybe this is the first level of the koala research. That would be cool. Nope, it's the third level of the Indian rhinoceros, but that's also cool. So anyway, guys, we've got 3 more habitats to add. The cheetah, the was it African savanna? They renamed the African elephant, the African savanna elephant, and the West African lion. Let's see, more research? Yes. Okay, is this the koala research? This is the southern white rhinoceros. How about that? Okay, anyway, guys, yeah, if you liked what you saw here, we're getting commercial messages in the back because I'm too close to the gift shop, so let's move over here. If you liked what you saw here, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This is actually a pretty good habitat for him. It looks good, and it fits in with the theme of the zoo, and I absolutely love how it fit in with the rest of the area. So, like I said, let me know what you think. Our next episode is going to be cheetahs, which are, of course, one of the largest of the small cats. They are not big cats, despite what people think. They are small cats. And I'm looking forward to it. I hope to see you there. Take care of yourself, folks. Bye-bye.